Please describe your job title and primary duties.
With Macy's, I was a dock associate. So basically my job was to come in. I was on call, so whenever they needed me, I would come into the back, into the docking station. I would pretty much help them unload whatever size trucks they had. Usually it was only one truck a day. Unload all the boxes, empty the boxes, put them on the racks, organize them depending on their manufacturer, the designer, things like that. And at the end of the day, after everything had been organized, we would roll it out as the store is closing. But unless you are a manager or a dock leader, you don't really do much more than that. I mean, the leaders would open the place and close it, but it's not too much besides the normal organization.
What was the work environment like?
If you're working for the docks, it's pretty, you have to work efficiently, but it's pretty laid back, so it's not a very stressful environment.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
For me, it was, I consider myself fortunate because I've applied for Macy's and places like Nordstrom before, and it's online. So I applied and I had an interview set for a certain day. I came in that day and they didn't have any positions at the time. So I ended up going home and got called back later that day for another interview. And they just gave me the on-call position. So it was a pretty easy interview process, but because scheduling the interview itself revolves on whether or not they see the online application, and because no one personally sets you up with an interview, the computer does that for you, it seems like it could be pretty iffy whether or not you actually get a job or get recognized after you apply.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
I think they asked pretty general, basic questions because it was mostly, what are you good at? Can you multitask? Things like that. I don't think they had any questions that required you to know or shine anymore. They just wanted to see what kind of person you are and get the feel of who you are.